Hey you, thanks for coming back. This is Billy W. Merritt, host of your Kingpin Show, and I'm very, very excited. I've got a special guest with me today, Steve Gardner. And Steve is actually, I know I'm usually trying to teach you guys a few things, some of you, a couple of you who are still listening. Steve, we've had over 30,000 views on our YouTube channel in the last month, so we are getting some exposure. Why don't you tell these guys what you're teaching me this week?
All right, well, we're in the middle of a manager's training course, so we're focusing on how you make sure not just you, but your whole team is organized, selling with intent rather than accident, having processes in place that you can refer to and be consistent with, and really how to develop confidence, which makes it fun, because when you're good at something, it's a lot of fun to do.
Steve hit on one big thing right there, and I learned something about Steve today. Steve is very big on process. If you don't have a process that you practice, implement, and train for, then what can you expect?
Mixed bag of results. So there will be times when things are good, there will be times when things are terrible, and the problem is, it's real difficult to figure out why.
Exactly. Okay, attitude. Is attitude important? Even though you're a process guy and everything has to be A, B, C, and D for you, I understand that already, trust me. It's day two, and he got my attention quick when I didn't want to do things just the right way. But even being that structured guy, how important is attitude?
Attitude, I believe, is the foundation everything else has to get built on. So if you have clinical processes without great attitudes, you don't get results. It feels clinical.
So you got to have both?
Yeah, so you got to have great attitude, and I think the mistake a lot of us make is we let our attitude depend on what's happening, right? What's happening to us instead of us predicting and being the ones that make sure our attitude is where it needs to be. So you got to have intentional things you do on a daily basis, maybe several times a day. That can depend on your personality and the kind of circumstances you're in that keep your attitude on target.
So are you saying the economy's bad, or the competition's giving away their cars, or giving away their houses, whatever these people may be doing?
Right.
That's more of an excuse than a reason.
Absolutely. And what I got to do is each morning, I got to find some resources that help me to get pumped up and excited about what I do instead of distracted by all that noise that's going on around us.
Noise. It's just noise. Okay. Where do you get your inspiration? Because you do a great job. You've been in this business since the 80s.
Right.
Car business. Been a trainer for how long?
Since '97.
And he's very effective. His product is great. How do you stay fired up and motivated to help people like me?
First of all, it's what I love to do. Secondly, it's been a means for me to be extremely successful in my life, provide for my family what I like. And then there's something very rewarding about helping other people too, right? When you can not only get paid well, but do something you love and help other people to succeed in life, I think that's how the universe is supposed to work.
Absolutely.
We get ahead when we're helping, not when we're cutting each other's throats.
Steve was very gracious to do this on the spur of the moment. So we haven't rehearsed anything, and he hit exactly on what this show is all about. It's about success and doing whatever it takes for your family and providing and having a great life. So he nailed it right there. Just from a little bit I've been around you, you seem like a man of faith as well.
That's true.
Okay. So, is faith important for those people? Because, there's obstacles. We can sit here and tell this guy that, hey, it's going to be great, your economy can be good. Right. He may not be experiencing that right now.
True. So, for me, faith is maybe even more foundational than attitude, right? That's what everything builds off of. So, knowing that, for me, my belief is in God, and knowing that there's somebody who's got a great game plan for me, that wants good things for me, is one of the things that helps me to go out and grab those things and attain those things.
I think that's an excellent way to end this show. Thanks again for tuning in. I think we're going to get up to 60,000 views this month, and this is a great message. Steve, he's with the Cardone Group, by the way. How can someone get a hold of you if they're interested in your product, service, or just your inspiration?
All right, so Cardone Group's website is www.cardonegroup.com. There's a lot of data that's there. We have an 800 number. It's 800-551-9020. So you're welcome to call or approach us by the website, and then certainly we're available to you for additional information.
Thank you. And I found Steve on LinkedIn. Hadn't found out if he's got a Twitter yet or not, but I'll be finding that out. See you tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.